This show is sponsored by BetterHelp Online Therapy. Being your best self feels good for your loved ones and for you. Visit betterhelp.com/pine and get back to being you.
Good morning, James.
What is up, my guy? What's up, Blue? Can I call you Blue?
Man. Oh, you know, I mean, it's been Blue for perhaps the past 4 podcasts. But
it just dawned on me that I could give you a new nickname, and it's Blue.
Baby Blue?
Baby Blue, what should I do?
I feel so lost without you.
Oh, and we had a moment. That just brought me to the hills, dude. You know what I mean?
The hills. That just brought me to the Laguna Beach, dude, starring Lauren Conrad, LC,
oh my God.
guy.
Oh, that just brought me to...
that really just like synced us up, and we like actually had a moment. Did you feel a little bit of chills?
I
felt a
no
little bit of
joke,
chills.
no joke, had a little like, oh.
Yeah, because it was just like, yo, this is my fucking brother, and we just like clicked up on this like sexually charged song, and like we just hit those keys perfectly as we always do.
As we always do.
Always.
We've never
and
not.
that's the perfect way to start. We've never not. No.
Oh, I feel so
dude.
in your head right now in the best way.
Oh, I'm so in your head right now. You can't get me out of your head if you try.
Just try to think anything. I'm going to stop it.
So predatory. You can't get me out of your head if you tried.
Get out of my head. Get out of my fucking head, man. What's up,
how are you, boy?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good, dude. I've been fucking working out. I'm sore as shit, dude. You know, I didn't work out today, but yesterday, you know, guess what I want to start this workout thing by saying...
Did you work out your pectorals?
Pectorals, I worked them out, but I don't work out. So obviously what I start at must be nothing special. But I was like,
fine.
I'm benching 160, 8 reps, 3 sets.
I'm benching 15, dude. 15s right now.
15 pounds, dude. 15-pound dumbbells.
That's less than the bar weighs. The bar weighs like 45.
15
you had a
is not
smaller.
less than
You just
that.
had a broomstick with 2 marshmallows on the end.
So, you know, I just started working out, just trying to get myself cut a little bit, man. I'm trying to compete with you.
Yeah,
in a healthy way.
I'm not cut at all.
You're pretty cut, dude.
No, I'm just like pure fucking muscle from lifting heavy things, but there's no definition.
Dude, and that is the farmer's way of getting jacked.
Honestly, you looking at me and you're like, this guy's not strong. And then we challenge each other to a little tickle match. To a duel.
And then James lifts a cow and throws it at you.
Cow!
That's what you do.
Oh, that was the cow making that noise. Hey! Bro, actually though, I have thought about, since the short film, little update on that. Fucking, we're fully in pre-production. We're fully in post-production.
I haven't even shot it yet.
We're fully in pre-production now, and things are fucking moving, and I'm so excited about it. We got a dope crew locked in. We got a shooting date. I'm going to put up a casting call today. But since I'm going to be acting in it too, I definitely want to like get in a little bit better shape, you know, drop some LBs.
Oh, brother. Yeah. Good for you.
You know, around the face, maybe get a tummy tuck.
A facelift and a tummy tuck.
All it takes is 800 of these a day. And
oh, yeah, they do say something about that, huh?
I think it's bullshit.
I think it's bullshit, too. That's just to make people fucking look dumb. And the people who came up with it are just like...
Keep going.
Keep going.
Dude. Like an 80s workout fucking video.
Do it.
You're looking... Keep going.
Yeah, dude, that is what they do.
Just a fucking scammer. He goes home and he sleeps fine at night. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I think I'm just going to run mostly, just kind of like get slimmer, because I'm going to be playing like a younger person, like 18.
Bro,
so
you'll clean shave real quick running. I suggest running like, instead of just like light jogging for like several miles, do like power, run as fast as you fucking can, then fucking walk for 3 minutes, then fucking as fast as you can. You drop weight so much faster doing that.
Like sweat a lot and stuff for sure.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, last summer, remember when we were all kind of like super into running, it was, and I was also in my darkest place mentally. Right. I was running so much.
That time.
I missed that, James, man. You were so vulnerable.
The old Jam. It was so easy to be like you.
No, so I fucking ran my ass off every day and I was in the best shape of my life. And then I started feeling better mentally and I stopped running. And that's the curse of it. You know what I mean?
I mean, it kind of makes sense in the sense of the instinct to stop, or you're not really actively stopping, but like to make yourself feel good when you don't feel good. Then when you feel good, you're like, okay, I don't need that anymore.
Yeah, it's definitely, there's a trade-off there because, you know, it's good to do constructive things and positive things when you're not in a good place in order to get yourself out of that bad place. But it's also good to keep those habits.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, it's definitely better to keep those habits, but it makes sense how that happens. You know what I mean? How you kind of stop doing something. I kind of not stop, but like really slow down my reading and stuff too. Cause I'm not in a as mentally bad place either. And just kind of started working out again the past like week, 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And back in running,
trade-off, man.
I can't do 2 miles anymore, brother. I can run 1 mile now in 9 minutes, and that is comfortably pushing it.
And that's fine, dude. You work back up to a good place. But hey,
I'll just
let me
I'll
stop
start like that.
Let me go ahead and cut this good talk off, and I want to come at you for a second.
No,
I'm calling you out right now.
no,
Yep.
won't allow it.
Too bad.
Denied.
You made a TikTok.
Oh yeah.
Right? You were, duetting a guy eating apples.
Yeah, it was funny.
Yeah. You know who else did that about a month ago?
You duetted the guy with the apples?
Yeah.
That's fine. Was it a different joke?
Of course.
Well, then it doesn't matter. Then none of this matters, man. I think you're missing a mark here.
You're a copycat, man.
No, I didn't say this. Dude, you're not the only. Dude, you copied everybody else who fucking duetted it then.
I don't know them. I don't care about them. They're neither here nor there.
It's about the joke, man, not the duet.
It's about the joke, man,
nothing.
not the duet. The duet means nothing.
Right, you're on my page then.
Then what's wrong?
No, I'm not upset. You are.
Dude.
Then what's wrong?
Then what's wrong?
Listen, man.
No, you're 100% right, and I'm totally joking with you.
No, I know.
I just thought it was so funny because I saw that yesterday, and at first I was like, "Are you serious?" And then I was like,
"Oh, you thought about it? You're like, oh, it's not. It doesn't matter."
Yeah, I was like, "Wow, dude, really?" And then I was like, That's
"Imagine
funny,
if it was
actually.
the same joke."
Well, because I thought that you did it knowing that I did that, and you like did that to do it
on
the same
purpose?
video. Yeah, on purpose
To make fun of you. Just imagine when. No, I saw it and then I was like, oh yeah, I've seen this. And maybe it was at your video or something, but I was like, oh, I've seen this. This is hilarious. And then I was like, just the thought of like, what if he was just really hungry and he's trying different foods? And I was like,
But all he has is apples. Dude, mine was like a fucking like tournament announcer. And I was like, right, here he is, Greg Maroney. He's the world champion. The man's got no teeth. He's gumming these apples. With such force on his gums.
His lips are just bleeding and fucking all swollen.
That's why he's the champ. Fucking so swollen, dude. He actually removed his teeth because they were just getting in the way.
They're dentures, man.
They're dentures.
They're dentures, man. Dude, my teeth are like almost fixed, bro.
They look great.
I can't even believe it. That's all.
No, I'm fucking happy for you, dude.
Thanks, man.
That's the final touch. Now you're the perfect organism.
I'm the perfect orgasm, yeah. I really do feel like I am the perfect orgasm.
For you or for others?
No, how I was made was the perfect orgasm.
Man, we were about to go down a rabbit hole. I was about to paint the whole picture, and then you
How
were
I
going to
give-
go along with it for the sake
How-
of the bit, and then
Well, I
realize you were
will.
talking about your parents.
What about them?
What about them? They have nothing to do with
They have
this.
nothing to do with this. They didn't make me. I made me.
I made me. Bro. So I've been on this fucking kick lately of like watching, like Jay Aubrey. You know who Jay Aubrey is?
No.
Okay, so he's like one of those YouTubers that does like long ass, like 45-minute like video essay documentaries on like the careers of other like YouTubers that have like controversy and shit.
Yeah, he's
So
not
I just
he's
fucking-
like one of many people who do that.
Yeah, for sure. But I like his commentary. He's like funny and he's like critical where it needs to be. He's not just like, and this is what happened. He's like, and then this fucking guy did this.
Yeah,
and like,
yeah.
why would you do that? You know what I mean? Like he actually has like a funny sense of humor about it. And like, call out and criticize fucking pieces of shit.
Call him out, criticize him.
Call him out, circumcise.
Circumvision.
Circumvent.
Circumcise.
Circumcise.
So tell me what he does.
So there was this video actually, and now that I think about it, I don't think that this video I was going to bring up was done by him, but a similar kind of
That's
YouTuber,
really funny.
isn't it?
Started with how great this guy specifically, his commentary on things is so funny.
No, because I think I
But the
started
one I
on
wanted
this
to talk
one
about-
video that I wrote down to talk to you about because it was really interesting.
Yeah.
And then I got on a kick fucking watching his videos.
Right.
So it was this video called The Cult of David Dobrik.
Oh, I've seen that video floating around. I probably have seen a little bit of it, or maybe
Yeah.
all of it.
We all shop online, and we've seen that promo code field taunt us at checkout. But thanks to Honey, manually searching for coupon codes is a thing of the past. Honey is a free shopping tool that scours the internet for promo codes and applies the best one it finds to your cart. Honey supports over 30,000 stores online. They range from sites that have tech and gaming products to popular fashion brands and even food delivery. Imagine you're shopping on one of your favorite sites. When you check out, Honey drops down. Now all you have to do is click apply coupons. Wait a few seconds as Honey searches for coupons it can find on that site. If Honey finds a working coupon, you'll watch the prices drop. Honey has saved me money countless times. I use Honey every week. Anytime I'm shopping online at all, Honey is there to save the day and save me 10, 20, 30, 40, forever. The longer I use Honey, the more I save on Honey. That's how I think about it. Listen, if you don't already have Honey, you could be straight up missing out on free savings. It's literally free and installs in a few clicks. And by getting it, you'll be doing yourself a solid and supporting this podcast. I'd never recommend something I don't use, and Honey is something that I use on the regular, so make sure to get it. Get Honey free at joinhoney.com/beyond. That's joinhoney.com/beyond. Thank you, Honey.
I don't remember.
Dude, it was really interesting because it was, I think, some psychologist major
Yeah.
/ YouTuber.
It definitely
made it.
wasn't a cult, but it definitely probably felt like it. It's simply guy with the power to make anyone's career will have people around him who are suckling the teat of that and will do anything for that person and be anything for their content.
True. And that happens all the
Simply.
time. But
Yeah.
I don't know if it's simply, because you could say simply, but then that still has like connotations to it. You know, like
Yeah, but I
this
know
guy, you
we,
can't
we
say,
know, and I know a couple people in there. Like we know Nick, we know
yeah, and a lot of the things were about like Nick and like fucking Seth too, and Seth's whole thing. The
but
thing
that's
is
not
that like
culty. That was like they did these things because they
you
thought
let
they
me
could gain clout from it,
explain.
even though that it was wrong and hurtful for them.
true. What I'm saying
You know?
is an interesting video, and one of the like perspectives on it was that you can't say that like David Dobrik didn't know all that and take advantage of that. Like having these people around him that they're going to do anything that he says to make themselves look like fools for the sake of his videos, but he never does the same for them. Like he'll never be the butt of the joke or be the one that's making them like embarrassing himself in
Right.
everyone else's videos.
I
They all do
think-
that in his videos.
I
And he know,
I
but like
see
the thing
that.
is like you can't expect him not to know that and
I
be
don't-
taking advantage of these people.
I don't know if it's as simple as that. I feel like in that position, he's just.
I don't think that's simple. I think that's manipulative. So it's
But
actually-
what I
it's
mean
like-
is, I don't think that he's thinking about it like that. That's not the perspective that he holds. I think the perspective he has is just that he knows that them doing these things is valuable for them and valuable for him, and it's funny. And
I didn't
so
know you were a
we all
David
win.
Dobrik apologist.
No, I that's just my observation. I could be totally wrong, but what I think as the natural is like, I think if I was in that position and kind of fell into that and was doing, because it started much more or less shitty when he was just with his friends and they were very much on the same page, and it developed into this fucking jackass thing where he's not doing these things. My instinct is that he's kind of looking past that and not thinking about like that. Because if you thought about like that, you'd be like, oh, if you had empathy and you thought about that, you'd be like,
Well,
I shouldn't
right.
do
That's
this.
the whole thing. Is
But
like,
I think that it's easy to not think about it like that and think, no, they gain a lot from this. This makes their career, this changes their lives. And if they're willing to do it for that benefit, and then this is funny content for me, it's a win-win. That's what my instinct is. I don't think
I think
as
that's
bad.
an innocent outlook on it. And I'm not necessarily like taking the side that he is creating like, I would say that he is creating actually like a manipulative and destructive kind of toxic environment for like the people that are
agree.
around him, because he
agree.
like some of the bits that he does, like, and their whole like slogan for a while was like, do it for the views
Yeah.
and shit. And like, if at the end of the day, like, sure, maybe other people are benefiting from it, but not at the caliber that he's benefiting from it.
No,
You
but
know, like,
going from
that be
having
his
no
content.
following at all to now you have millions of followers and
But it's
you
like,
make
what's the-
$50,000 a
the-
month.
What's the trade-off for that? Like embarrassing yourself. And it's like, and we've even seen like with Seth's situation, right? Like
Yeah.
he was brought in and did that bit where like he thought he was going to be kissing a girl and then it was Jason Nash and he felt violated from that.
No, of course,
and like
those were
in the
all
moment
fucked.
because he was
Yeah.
like a smaller creator and he was trying to, exactly what you said, he was trying to like, you know, gain a following and gain influence, stuff like that. But like in hindsight, you look back and you're like, that was fucked. I was like
Right.
taken advantage of. That makes me very uncomfortable, right?
But
So
some of
it's
me
like,
thinks that the people that, because there were his close friends that were in his immediate circle who were in the majority of the videos, all of them benefited to the point where I think if you would ask all of them who have millions of followers and make $50,000, $100,000 a month, $1 million a year, whatever, like that they'd be like, oh yeah, I'm glad I did all I did. Like I was embarrassed and like there's certain things I wish I didn't do, but like in general, like they benefited to the point where they knew what they were doing and benefited from it appropriately to some degree. But
I
then
see
there
what
are
this is.
then there are
I see
people
what
on
this
that
is.
on that outer circle like Seth who did not really benefit, you know, and tried and thought he would, like the people in the inner circle, whatever. I don't know if I'm, you know, inner circle, outer circle, just take that with a grain of salt. Didn't, you know, saw that people were benefiting. And if I do that, I'll benefit too. That's where he got the fucking shit end of the stick, where he did feel taken advantage of and maybe was, you know what I mean? Like, certainly was. Like, that's where it's wrong. Like, not that that's the only place that's wrong. I take that back. It's just that's where you see it obviously being not worth it for the people doing those things, you know? And like all of the friends that are friends with David Dobrik are still friends with him to this day and are,
no,
you know,
that's not true.
well, his immediate circle, like, fuck, I forgot.
I know that like a lot of people like other than Seth have like distanced themselves and like, you know, talked about how it was not a good environment and stuff. There was another like big one who was like in his, I forget his fucking name.
I forgot all their names. Oh, Todd. I'm friends with Todd too. And I know like he benefited so much from that. Like, look at his fucking social following. He's got a career. He's set for life because of all of it. And even if they distance themselves because they're like, yeah, it was toxic, I don't want to be a part of that. I bet you if you ask them.
Or the whole sexual allegations.
Yeah.
Right?
No,
with
of course.
like, you know, that situation where they filmed a video and it was
Yeah, that was
fucking,
fucked.
what's his name? A threesome. And then one of the girls later was like, I was first off below 21.
Yeah.
Second off, given alcohol and got really drunk and felt taken advantage of. I don't know,
Totally fucked.
you know what I mean? Like, so creating situations like that is toxic.
Of
And
course,
it's-
yeah. No, I think that the whole situation is toxic and is
Yeah.
fucked, and everything bad that he did like that is so fucked. But I think that.
But so when
there-
stuff like that is done, right, and it's done, and then maybe there's some controversy about it, and then there's a bullshit apology done, and then you know it's continued, and there's more, and it's not just like
Yeah.
a one-time thing that's a mistake is made and a lesson's learned. It's like a continuous pattern of these toxic, like manipulative stunts or whatever, where they're taking advantage of people continuously. And I just think that well, because I'm, you know me, I'm not a fan of like that side of YouTube and those kind of
nobody
like
is.
creators.
It's bullshit.
And
Yeah.
it made me like look back and be like, did we ever do that at SB7? Did we ever create toxic environments for people that we worked with? And you know,
and that's where like I see similarities. Obviously, like I am not sticking up for the bad things David Dobrik's done. I'm
know.
specifically talking about his friend group and the things he made his friends do that were not illegal or fucked up or the things that, you know, are gray area fucked up for certain people or not. I'm just talking about, you know, that group and whether he was, you know, the mastermind behind it and going like, I'm taking advantage of these people. I don't think he let himself believe he was taking advantage of people. That's all I'm saying. I think that you kind of in that position have to choose ignorance and think they're benefiting, I'm benefiting, let's do this. Otherwise, like what type of fucking person could go about that with that mindset?
well, there are a lot of people that do that.
I know. I don't know if that's him. How can I say that?
I don't know either. And we're just speculating. We're not saying this or that. But there are a lot of like in every industry, people in power, people that are successful.
Yeah. Who are fucked.
That have the mindset that are like, oh, I can easily do things this way, take advantage of these people and benefit hugely from it. They might benefit a bit from it, but I'll benefit hugely from it. And it's like, so is choosing the like consciously choosing the ignorant route where you're ignoring the fact that you're creating this environment. Is that right?
No, it's wrong. It is wrong. But
So
I think that it is, if you compare consciously doing it and not believing that or not even thinking about that and being ignorant to that, I think one of them is less fucked. you know?
Dude, it's like once you get so big and so successful off of doing stuff like that, it's impossible to be ignorant.
I mean, we didn't think about that
doing.
in our group, to touch on what you were talking about. Like there were like, I
Yeah,
did
we did, but we
embarrassing
didn't. But we
things.
didn't go out of the but we didn't go out of the half the time was your bits, you know, that you
Right.
came up with.
Of course,
But it-
yeah, you
but
just
it
do
wasn't,
things.
But yeah, exactly, and it's
But
like
I would say a lot of that was same with them. Like they're put in situations but they do set situations up that are really fucked too. So we didn't really set up fucked situations. So it's hard to compare.
And we
But I
always
guess
made like you, me, and Steve like the butt of the joke.
We
at the
were
end
the
day,
butt of
you
the
know what I
joke
mean?
every time,
Like
yeah.
it wasn't like, haha, look at how fucking stupid my friend is. Like, let's laugh at him. It was
Yeah,
like,
you're right. Yeah.
You know, it was like
I don't like remember as much of David Dobrik. I haven't watched it in fucking years, and like it is
I
very much
binged-
like
I binged his
he's
entire channel.
cool and like haha, look how stupid they are. Like you fucking idiot. Like calling his friends fat. Like you're right. It is a lot more like fucking college fratty bullying your friends,
Yeah.
but like you're okay with it, right? Because we're friends, even though they're like, yeah, it's cool.
yeah.
You're right. It is much more fucked.
And, like, they
my
did this
only
bit-
thing is I'd like to believe that he's not a fucking psychopath and he
Yeah.
like was aware all the time that he was manipulating and fucking people. Because that seems to me hard to believe with him. I know there are people like that. It seems hard to believe. I'd like to believe that that's not the case. Doesn't mean that everything that he did, whether he was ignorant to what he was doing or not, was fucked. It all is fucked, and the repercussions he gets from that should still be exactly what they are. You know, you do the time for the crime, but yeah, I'd like to believe and hope that he's not a fucking sociopath, you know, like that's just, yeah, I don't know.
No, yeah, I feel you. I just thought it was
know?
really interesting because it was a thing that like I feel like a lot of people that maybe aren't a fan of him or his content and are in like the realm of a content creator or like on YouTube, you know, like might look at that, like his whole thing from that perspective of being like, oh, this is like toxic and like blah, blah, blah. And so then watching this video, I was like, that's really interesting. Cause I wouldn't consider it a flat out cult, but I would say that there are like quote unquote cult like characteristics, you know, like having this charismatic leader where you'll do anything for and stuff like that. And like just it's more like the manipulation that takes place. Cause that's, I feel like the biggest thing in a cult is the manipulation versus like, oh, this person started a religion, blah, blah, blah. It's like, that's like one type of cult. There are fucking other like corporate cults and shit.
But that's why I wouldn't call it culty, because I again like to believe that it wasn't intentional. And I think that's what separates a cult from a bad power dynamic. And I think that's what we're realizing with these YouTube groups. Because dude, like back in the day, there was a big Minecraft YouTuber who had the same fucking thing, started a company, you know, it was a bad power dynamic. I mean, again, he didn't do anything fucked, so it's fine. But Sky does Minecraft, you know, he started.
I actually watched a video about him.
But real quick,
one of those long
so
videos
like,
about him. Yeah, go ahead.
Like just
'Cause
real quick,
I also had a different perspective from before when we would talk about him and things I've
Yeah.
heard from you guys, and then watching this video. So I'll share that after. Go ahead.
Yeah, so like Adam was like the biggest Minecraft YouTuber on the planet back in the day in the gaming industry. You know, he was PewDiePie. It was like PewDiePie, like they're on the same level. You know what I mean? PewDiePie was fucking massive. He was fucking massive. He hit 10 million subscribers. I think he was the fastest growing channel in the history of YouTube. This guy's Minecraft. He was a fucking superstar, and he had his main group who we all worked with, and then you know there were people, then it was like me and people who were friends with those people and kind of friends with him, and we're lucky to be a part of his thing if we got to. And then, you know, got closer with Adam, and he created this company called Sky Media in Seattle, Washington, and flew us all out to be a part of his company. And he was going to give us all a percentage of this company that was going to be worth X amount of, you know what I mean? Like, and we were, the gamer house was where all of us gamers were that were part of this company. And then there was his house, and like, it was this massive power dynamic where you were afraid of being fired. You were, you had to work your ass off. You would do anything he says because you wanted to be successful. You want to be a part of this thing. And obviously it all just kind of tanked and went to shit. And then he made Sky Media after that, which was like, I don't know, he had like an office, and it was a much more semi-normal, but it was still, apparently that was kind of fucked too. But either way, you know, it's these power dynamics that in the moment you're not aware of it. You're kind of afraid.
Yeah.
You're kind of like excited, and you want to be a part of this because this could change your life. This is your dream. It could make you big. You'll do anything for it. And then it's so unhealthy and fucking toxic and childish, and nobody's ready to have that kind of power.
What I would criticize in that situation is the person that has the power creating that dynamic. You know what I mean? Because like if that dynamic wasn't there, then people that are below him wouldn't feel that way.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So if that exists at all, then there's a problem with the person who's in power, and they're creating that dynamic.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, that was sort of my ticket, was like, Jesus Christ, like that could have never worked because of who was running it, you know, at the time, at least, you know, and maybe that goes to show just that when you're that young running something like that, or type of person or whatever it is, it's a lack of the type of person you are and your maturity and what you're able to do and how you handle those situations. Cause it was fucked too. You know?
It's like, it's impossible. Yeah. It's impossible to, like, I feel, properly like run, a train like that, where there's like this whole fucking business. And we experienced that to an extent, maybe not on the scale of some of these other like YouTubers, but like being so young and having success and things, and like an audience and like this expectation to create this content. Like, it's, unless you have the proper guidance and like proper mentors and people that are supporting you, it's impossible to like figure that shit out on your own when you're so young. Like, that's one of the biggest learning lessons I got from SB7, was like, it was awesome we got to do it, and we made awesome shit, and it was like the best time. But like, looking back, I was like, oh, this thing like probably never would have kept going.
It was destined.
But also it wasn't
end.
supposed to, you know, because it was just like,
unless we were like taken and you know, like someone who knows how to run businesses,
kidnapped,
like, guide us. You know what I mean? Like, not that Rooster Teeth didn't just do that because they just thought we could do it on our own, but it was destined for that. Like, just that's just what was going to happen. And it was also the type of content. It was very niche and couldn't be pumped out. There's a lot of things that go into it, but
and like it was always going to be just like this moment in time, you know, of this series. And because, you know, we tried with like season 4, we tried to keep it going and at like on that crazy upload schedule that we had, but like that kind of fast tracked our like realization that like, oh, this show can't just keep going. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, you even see that with like Always Sunny, which is on its fucking 15th season now. Like, the first, you know, maybe, and there's great moments in like later seasons, but you could just tell that like the writing, they kind of run out of things to do, you know, and that's just what happens. That's why shows end and should end, and move on to the next thing. Like making a short film.
Like making a short film directed by James Angelis. So if you take anything from this, hire him.
Hire him.
Hire him.
I am him.
Hire him.
So if you take anything from this, I am him.
I am he.
That's so guys,
crazy, man.
We have a couple special guests with us today.
We do.
A few. Yeah. So last week, you know, we went over our guest applications for the podcast, and we got some great applications. And it was a rigorous vetting process that we went through, Kip and I. Hours, days.
A lot of sex.
With who?
You and me.
With each other.
We were
virtually.
We were like, oh, it's so many applicants.
What are you going to do about it?
Pussy.
And so, you know, we decided, we chose a few to bring on this week. And without further ado, let me figure this out.
And that is, what time are we at in our recording, James? You want to let me know?
We are at 27:20.
27:20. Around 28 minutes. I can't do it anymore. Our guests are
okay, so let's start. This is still also going to be cut out of the podcast. Let's start with Luigi coming in, and then because I already told him, like, we'll have you in for a bit, and then we're going to kick you out. Yeah, and then we'll bring in the other two.
Yeah, I love that.
Cool.
Falling in and out of love and then in again. Me and James were always more than friends.
Always more than friends. Okay, so we have one of our guests that is about to join. Very special guest. You guys might recognize him. He's from one of the most beloved video games. Everybody here knows about this video game. Everybody loves this video game for years, generations. Grew up playing this game, loving the characters. His name is Luigi.
Mama Mario.
Luigi.
Luigi.
Lugigi.
Let's get Luhu in here.
Let's get Lugia in here, dude. Shiny Lugia.
I was trying to figure out what the name of that Pokemon was. Yeah.
It's Lugia, man.
Lugia.
One of the
man.
best.
Huck 2, you know what I mean? Lugia.
Huck 2. You know what I mean? Lugia. Huck 2. You know what I mean?
You know what I mean? Pugia, dude. Fucking Huck Pugia.
Huck Pugia. Cool. So I told him to join, and we will wait on him.
I can't believe we're waiting on Luigi, man. This is unbelievable. He's probably saving Peach or something, right?
Something.
While we're waiting for Luigi, I'd just like to say that I'm almost level 21 in New World, and I've been playing with Pob. But we've been missing you, man. We've been really missing you. We've been going on adventures. We had a real sweet moment atop a ruins, top ruins. It was really beautiful. And there was a third spot for you. We were sitting, and there was a third spot, and we talked about how it would have been nice if you were there.
I wasn't though.
You weren't. Yeah, that's what we were.
You can never get that back.
Yeah, we definitely can't.
There probably is a version in one of the multiple versions of the universe out there, one of the multiverses, that I was there.
Well, dude, we're excited to have you back. Pop and I, the last thing we've been doing is we prepared ourselves for both fishing and woodcutting leveling, and we were doing a lot of fishing last we left off.
I still haven't fished. Is that like a quest that you get to like introduce you to it?
No, you can just do there might be a quest that gives you a fishing rod, but you can just make a fishing rod and start doing it, and it's a lot of fun, man.
I'm gonna make mine out of grass.
Don't make a grass fishing rod, man. You don't know what you're talking about.
Why?
Sorry, dude. Because it's not gonna do anything.
Says who? Fish as the rod.
No.
Fish as the line.
You can't make
Fish. Grass.
You can't make a fishing rod out of fish, man.
Yeah, fish as the rod. Fish as the grass.
Jesus, man, it's never gonna work.
Fish as the bait.
I'm New World's best fisher, dude.
Imagine
if I was New World's best fisher.
And like in game you were like known as that, and like you put it in your Instagram bio.
Listen, dude, I've been kind of famous in certain video games, certain MMOs. You know what I'm saying? RuneScape, you guys ever heard of a little character named My Name is Bob? That's me.
No. Oh.
Who the fuck is this?
Okay.
In and out, I guess, huh? In and out.
Well, that's it, I guess. It was great having you. Really honored
awesome.
for you to join us.
The real voice of Luigi is joining, dude. And we're gonna get that in there. We're gonna get that in here.
Well, goes up, guys.
Gas up. I'm not gonna gas up, dude. Anyways, man, we want you to play New World with us, and it's gonna be great. And I'm still really excited for that
today.
Dude, you know what we were talking about too with New World? New World's like almost a perfect game. And imagine if New World was just the same game, but also everything that you could add about Lord of the Rings. It's the Lord of the Rings version of New World.
I wish that it was more like if you added everything from The Witcher.
It sort of has that. It's not as much story.
Yeah, not as much story and like variety, which makes sense because it's an MMO and it's
it has a ton of variety. What do you mean?
Well, I guess I haven't ran into that yet. All the variety and stuff. It's kind of like a little tedious at this point. Like the level that I'm at. I think that's maybe why I wasn't like, I love the game and it's fun, but it hasn't hooked me where I'm like, I need to be playing this at all times. But I also don't want that because I have other fucking shit I'm doing, and I don't want to have like a game where I'm like, oh, I have work to do, but I don't want to do that work and I want to play this game.
Yeah. Well, you just set aside your time. You just go like, I'm at this time today. I can just do whatever the fuck I want.
Like I can do that.
You can at 8 p.m. You can do whatever the fuck you want till bed.
Till bed at 9.
Right. At 9.
Lauren's strict about my bedtime, man.
Dude, she's got you in shackles, bro.
She comes in, unplugs my computer, and I'm like,
bed,
no!
James, bed.
Bed, down. Lay down. Fuck, all right.
All I'm saying is, man, there's time. Every day there's time.
No, I know.
And I think we can get you as hooked. because what we have yet to experience, I just in Monarch's Bluff leveled up my standing. You know this territory standing things.
Yeah,
I can now buy a house in that town.
Oh shit!
And you can go to it.
So those houses, is there a set amount, or is it kind of like a thing where like you can always buy a house, no matter how many people buy houses there?
I think there's a set amount. I imagine
that seems like
true.
they would be gone instantly.
Yeah, it can't be true. You're probably right. But you do see other players' houses, and I entered some random player's house and went on top of the roof and fucking sat down on top of the roof.
Fucking took a shit.
Took a shit and left. It was easy for me. Who's this? Who is that?
Come on, man.
Keeps coming in and leaving, dude. He keeps coming in and leaving. Ladies and gentlemen, Walker and Cody are winners of a grand prize of being on Beyond All That Fuck Shit. That's a very nice little hand you have there, Walker. Let's go ahead and have Walker introduce himself. Hello, Walker. Who are you and how are you?
Walker. I'm a male, 19 years of age,
Barely.
Los Angeles, California.
Fuck
Very
yeah.
nice.
LA, rep
nice.
it.
There's Wednesday.
Today's Wednesday.
Today, Wednesday.
My dude, it is Wednesday.
Today is
That's
Wednesday.
beautiful. That was really beautiful. Cody, give us a little something about yourself, man. The spiel, brother.
So I am Cody. I am 19, studying cinema at the University of Iowa. Planning to move out to LA as soon as I get the shot. And I've been a pretty long-term fan, I would say, watching since season 1.
Fucking epic.
And just have enjoyed everything you guys have created, all the, like, from music to film and, like, everything. It's really inspiring. So
What about the painting
inspiring,
I've been
aren't we?
doing? What about the painting I've been
very,
doing?
very
Do
inspiring.
you guys want to see the painting I made?
Oh God, he always
Is he
talks about
painting
this
now?
fucking painting,
Oh,
man.
one of his hobbies.
He thinks he did
I
one
actually
fucking
followed
Bob
a
Ross
step by
thing, and he
step.
thinks it's amazing. All right, just be nice. Just be nice to him.
Okay.
Hi guys, can you hear me? I actually followed a
man.
step-by-step Bob
Yeah.
Ross thing, so
Oh.
it's pretty accurate
Oh.
to Bob Ross's.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay. Is that like a little flat Earth? Are you a flat earther?
It's a painting.
It is a painting, you guys, and we're loving that. So this little house here,
I like
drew
the
this.
color palette.
This is where James
Yeah, me
lives.
too.
This
That is
his
my house. Yeah.
This is James's
West
box.
side.
His box of crosses, because he loves God.
Not my box of crosses, man.
Yes, it is. This is his box of crosses that I drew. These are a bunch of little Bibles, black Bibles, because he stylized it, and they're flying. Mamma mia!
Oh shit! There he is.
Luigi.
What the fuck,
Luigi.
dude? Luigi, it's me,
Luigi, man. So I'm glad you
Luigi.
figured all that
Luigi.
out, dude. What? Can you hear us?
Can you fucking hear us, man? Jesus.
He can't.
Well, we'll
I'm
see you guys
thinking
next
that.
week.
What the fuck?
Control one and then up on the
What the fuck are we hearing?
Is this a ransom video?
which one's the blue one? Is that
Hey guys, Luigi. I'm fine. I'm fine. Everything's fine.
I hear you guys now.
Hey, there he is.
Hello.
Were you
Hey,
watching
what's up?
porn? Were you watching porn, Luigi?
Maybe.
It was a porn
Mamma
video that
mia.
also troubleshoots Discord.
And that guy who wrote that.
Control settings.
Deafen?
Download.
I'm
Download.
to deafen caking you?
Oh fuck! I'm gonna download.
I'm definitely gonna download. Uploading into your hard drive.
Luigi,
Wow.
welcome, man. How are you?
Welcome.
Good. How are you guys?
We're fucking
We're doing great,
dude.
man. We're doing great.
Fantastic.
This is actually the
We're looking at
real
a
winner.
painting.
You know, we did have a painting. Luigi, did you want to see my painting? I followed a step-by-step Bob Ross.
Just be nice, Luigi. Be nice about it.
So this
Nice.
is
Takes
James.
$500
This
for
is
the
James's
course.
house, right here.
It's
And
upside
these are-
down, isn't it?
Oh, it is, isn't it? And this is James's box of crosses because he loves God. And that's pretty
Yeah.
much all that I needed to really do here. This is also a representation of God shining its beautiful light on James.
Is it
Yeah.
the sun or the moon?
It's God, man. It's to be interpreted.
Also,
Jesus.
hilarious question: is that the sun or the moon? Also, why is it
Yeah.
so big? It's clearly nighttime and just a massive fucking sun.
Yeah, but everything else is dark.
It's right before. It's actually during a supernova.
Come on, man. You guys seem to be really hating on my art here, dude. Art
at all.
exactly that.
No, it's good.
Thank you guys for really.
Dude.
You said that with a weird tone of voice.
Yeah, just like this guy. He's like, no.
You keep raising your voice higher and higher, like you're lying. I don't see how this is
It's
real.
probably just an issue with Discord, man. It's a great painting.
Yeah, that's not your normal speaking voice. I'm getting weird vibes.
Well, let's
Hot
move
girl
on.
Bummer, dude. Yeah.
Luigi, tell us a little bit about you. I'm sure we all know everything about you, but tell us a little bit about you.
I'm just a typical guy. Actually, I was gonna. The reason I came on is, Kib, you probably don't remember, but you actually recorded a cameo for me. I bought a cameo from you to get my friend to stop vaping.
Let's go.
Wow.
Didn't work, so I'm here to get my money back. Actually.
Hey, man.
As you should. That's fucked.
All sales are final. You know what I mean, brother?
God.
Wow.
But hey, I'll talk to him, man, and I'll tell him he really fucked me, dude. He really fucked me. I'm having people asking for refunds, man. Luigi, I'm having people ask for refunds for this.
Yeah, it's a really hard time for him. I spent a good $50,000-$60,000 on that cameo, and it didn't.
That's so weird. I got like $3 of that, man. That company is fucking shady.
Yeah,
What the fuck?
Actually, I'm fucking curious. How much did you charge for your fucking cameos?
I didn't make it actually. It was me that made it. So I don't even know. What did you pay for the cameo?
I think it was like $25 or $30.
Worthwhile.
Wait,
There
you
was-
didn't make it? What do you mean?
It was made for me.
By who?
It was a fan account on Cameo.
It was a fan account.
Yeah. Somebody just fucking scamming people saying that they're Clay?
Yeah. It was amazing. But I'm sorry that didn't work for you, my guy. I can redo it.
Why don't you give me it right now? Give me what you would say to somebody who's trying to quit vaping.
Yeah, go ahead. Try.
Check this out. Am I speaking to James or am I speaking to your friend? James, you pretend that you're Luigi's friend. I'll tell you to quit vaping.
All right. Action.
What's your name? What's his name, Luigi?
Andrew.
Android.
Excuse me, Anger.
Anger.
Anger. Please.
Excuse me, Anger. Calm down.
Talk to me, Anger.
Come on, man. I don't have a vaping problem.
You seem to be killing yourself with those Nick sticks. Do you mind if I hit it?
They look like
With
two
those
batteries.
nice tits.
With
Dude,
those nice tits.
I just hit the fucking big ass batteries that are inside
That
of big
brings me
vape.
back
So
to-
ultra.
I used to literally
They're
do that
diesel,
when
they're diesel batteries.
I used to fucking do that when I was like really, really into nicotine. And
What, you
I
would
just,
hit the batteries?
I would hit the batteries. Yeah, I would
Yeah,
take them
man.
out.
It's the
battery
pure Nick.
acid
Where do you
gets
think
you
all the
high.
Nick is, dude? It comes from the batteries.
Nick salts. Lithium ion Nick salts, dude.
Nick Salts.
What?
My buddy Nicky Salts.
My buddy Nick, I was gonna say the same thing.
Oh, well,
My
you
buddy
didn't.
Nicky salts. Well, Walker,
Anyways, I'll see you tomorrow.
you got to catch up, man. Anyways, Andrew, I'm going to need you to stop vaping or I'm going to come inside you.
Yikes, man. You don't know how old this
Oh,
fucking guy is,
God.
guy. How old is this
I'm
guy,
talking
guy?
to you, man.
Jesus.
You're 26.
First of all, I'm 27 in heaven, okay?
Unbelievable. You're old as fuck, and I still will come inside. Hold the fries. Charge for free.
But already in the door.
Thank you. Foot in the
Did you
door.
already talk about?
Foot party.
Kakabulsht in his mouth. You know,
Did you already talk about MGK, or was this a segue?
No.
this was a segue to coming inside. Yeah.
of
Actually,
MGK?
okay. Very interesting. So, nowadays I get most of my news, most of my research is done on TikTok. As you do, it's the most reliable source. So I saw this video.
Right.
And it was basically saying, it was like, Megan Fox is awesome, right? But why is she with MGK when we
Yeah,
know
why?
that MGK is a problematic person? He, in the past, has made many tweets towards underage
Eminem.
girls.
You're just mad because you like Eminem more, and he said Eminem's daughter was hot. You fucking.
He did when
loser.
she was 16, and that was one of the
Yeah, he
things.
wanted to fuck.
Wow.
Not me. He did.
He did. But that's not the only one he's made. He's made other
Really?
fucking tweets about
What
underage
a
girls being
fucking
like,
freak.
why do like this 15-year-old girl have like big fucking,
What? Say
Smoke
it.
batteries.
Say it, man. Say it so I
No.
can splice it together and sell it to MSNBC.
Eminem's NBC.
It's sell it to Eminem's BC. Dude. But yeah, just very fucking problematic in that way. And that's fucking gross.
Yeah. What did he say?
Disgusting.
Say it like it's you that's saying it.
No.
Say it like
I
it
want to
is.
hear. I want to hear it.
No.
Pretend you're him, but your real name is James DeAngelis.
Pretend you're
You
him.
got mommy
Say it.
milkers, yeah.
Oh,
You
fuck,
got my
Cody.
milkers, yeah.
You're gonna get expelled for that, man. I'm gonna make sure of it.
Yeah, I'm canceled
Fuck,
easily.
dude.
Erase me off the
um,
planet.
So give us a little lowdown of what the result here is of your opinion on MGK.
That's creepy and predatory.
Rock 'em.
Yeah.
Fuck 'em.
So which one of
Honestly.
you guys likes MGK's music here?
Never heard a
did.
single MGK song.
Really?
In fact, I was
Bullshit.
gonna say thrift shopping. I was just now gonna say
Thrift shop.
I'm
I
gonna
fucking-
pop some tags. Only got $500 in my pocket.
Dude, fucking, what's his name? Macklemore?
Michael Moore, yeah.
I
Michael
just
Moore,
like that
dude.
Bird Box scene that he was in where he was fucking that girl in the closet.
Oh, that was
with
hot.
Macklemore.
That was hot. Yeah, he was fucking Macklemore.
I feel like something's gonna come out about Macklemore in our lifetime.
Why do you
Really?
think that?
I just have a feeling.
I could see
That
it.
means nothing to me,
He's
man.
just
Give
one
me
of, he's
something
just one of
more.
those
I just
people
have a
that you're
feeling.
like, yeah. You know, there are
Like-
those people in life where
Like you just kind of have a
Bad
maybe at
feeling.
one point they kind of have it in them. But like that's
That's how I
anything to
feel
say
about,
a stranger. But
That's how I feel about James and Steve. I think something's gonna come out.
don't say it about me, man.
I
Come
was
on.
just in season
All
one.
right, that's how I think about Steve. I take that back.
All right. Thank
James
you.
Is a good guy. James is a good guy.
Thank
but
you, bro.
honestly, that scene in Bird Box, I just want to first say, dude, he did so bad in Bird Box. It's unbelievable that Pete Davidson said on whatever fucking YouTube video that like, man, he's a fantastic actor. He's like, he's gonna go places. And then I watch fucking Bird Box and he's like, oh my God.
Oh my God, there's a bird box.
Where are the birds?
Where are all the
We should run away.
from the birds?
We should get out of here from the birds.
Fuck
We
these
should
birds.
we should get us out of here.
We should get you out of here.
I
the
didn't even watch
birds.
Bird Box, dude. I couldn't be fucked.
Never
It
seen
was
it.
okay.
It wasn't great. It was okay.
Yeah, it was fine, you know? It was an interesting concept and I had a good time, but like every time I saw MGK, I was like, I could go without.
You know what I'm over? Netflix original movies, dude.
Yeah.
They all look exactly. That's a show though. They all look exactly the same. All the same fucking lighting. And that's
like-
my main thing
it's
about
the
it.
Riverdale
like,
effect.
Yeah, exactly. It's literally like Riverdale lighting, where it's like literally just let's get some fucking Titan tubes, make this one pink, make this one blue, and
They
then
didn't even use Titan tubes. They used Philips Hues.
and you use Titan tubes. They just use fucking flashlights, man.
Nice.
Oh, nailed the bit there.
Sorry,
I was
I've had a
literally-
couple go flat.
I was just talking to a coworker the other day about like the time when Netflix originals first came out and how
Yeah.
that was such a big thing. But now there's so many that I could give a shit about.
There's so
any of
many, and
them.
they're all average. Like, it doesn't make sense.
There used to be value to the idea of like, oh shit, a Netflix original came out. This is going to be cool. It's going to be like
Yeah.
Netflix's touch or
Yeah.
what production company they thought would be cool to make this thing. And now it's just like, oh, it's just whatever indie film that Netflix decided to fucking pay to do.
Yeah, like the first
you know?
like year that they were making them, they were pretty good. They were like, oh, cool. Like, this is a good movie, like a unique story. Fucking like they got like a younger like director to do something cool and like take a risk. And then now it's all like, okay, it has to fit this fucking mold. Well, it's because they're making so much shit because obviously they can. And also like eventually, you know how like Disney, fucking Disney Plus, Peacock, like all those streaming services are like making it so that they only have their own content on there. Eventually, that's what Netflix is going to be. They're not going to have the licenses to all these different movies. It's going to be only like Netflix original shit.
And
That's,
James
like, what
knows
the word
this for a
was.
fact too, because he works at Netflix.
I was
Yeah, he's
approached.
Yeah. So on the topic of movies and film and stuff like that, that's something that obviously James and I are very passionate about. And I'm assuming you guys are too. Is that safe to assume? All three of you? I'd love to
yeah.
talk a little bit and we'll get, you know, just a little blurb about each of your aspirations and what you guys are doing to work towards that, you know, because James and I are massive, massive stars in the industry and we can give you guys all the advice and help in the world. Don't fucking laugh, man. What the fuck was
I'm not
that?
laughing. I coughed.
What the fuck, man? Okay, let's.
Smiling too. Just
So let's start things off with Walker because Walker seems to be a wise guy. Seems to be laughing at all these fucking
not a
jokes,
wise guy, I'm
man.
not laughing.
So Walker, tell us a little
Walker,
about
I'm
you.
19.
What you
I'm
doing?
from Los Angeles. No, I'm kidding. I don't really have an aspiration to go into like the big industry, capital I industry. at all, really. But I do want to entertain.
Yeah.
So the big picture for me currently is being able to, because I do stream, being able to do that full time and to live off that, especially out here in LA, because it's impossible.
Yeah, it's hard to live off streaming. I would just so that you know, it's really hard.
But other than that, I mean, I work around it every day, and it's kind of like it's not really dazzling to me anymore because it's also
what do you
part
do?
of my job. I work at the Warner Brothers studio tour.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Very interesting. I said in response to your application, there is a very good chance that I've been on that lot at the same time as you. Because I go there to like set lighting and grip and stuff all the time.
Nice. If you're around stage 30, we'll link up.
Nah.
Stage 30.
I'm not going to go there anymore.
It's like the worst
you're probably
one
busy.
there.
You're probably busy when I'm there.
No, yeah, I'm super busy.
So you're doing the tours?
No, I work at the store, like the big store at the end.
Oh, gotcha. Right. Okay, I thought you said the tours.
Yeah, I thought you said tours.
No, it's
as
like
well.
it's the tour center, but the store is a part of the tour experience.
Right.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Right. That's cool. So your aspiration, the big picture for you is you want to live off like streaming on Twitch and just do that full time. So do you like video games and stuff like that? Like, is that what you want to focus on Twitch?
I actually don't really like doing games like when I stream, which is like weird because that's like kind of what streaming is. It's games. But I like the just chatting portion.
Yeah,
between chat and stuff. It's super fun. And like all the people that watch me, like my friends and stuff, we're all like equal amount of funny and humorous, so we kind of play off each other. So like you're getting it like a lot out of it, and they're getting a lot out of it because you're the one doing the funny stuff. They're also being funny at you. So you're just like, stop being so funny.
Dumbass.
But yeah,
that's just all it is you guys sucking each other's dicks.
Yeah, literally. But and then like if I play with friends, if I'm like playing with a group, then it's also hard to like also focus on chat, and I become hyper aware of how much I'm neglecting it. Yeah, and that makes me feel bad, which is also why I don't like doing games. But I like playing with like Pob and stuff. Like we have a lot of fun there. We also
me too, man. I'm actually stealing Pob from you, and James and I are stealing Pob from you.
He's actually going to Mixer. Yeah.
Not really sure. I had him go to Mixer so that he couldn't stream on Twitch anymore. He was really encroaching on my audience, and it's dire times.
When are you gonna get Pob on here? When is he gonna be the next?
Dude, I can't believe we haven't had Pob on here.
Well, we did that one time because he fucking was just at Steve's house.
Oh,
that one time, and he was like there for like 20 minutes. We should have Pob on easily.
That's a really funny story because I remember that was before I really like was friends with Pob. I don't think we kind of knew of each other. And I remember it seemed so random that Steve just had this guy come over who watches. We were like, why are you having them come over to our house? What the fuck? You said they could stay here for a week? What the fuck are you doing, dude? He's like, I don't know. I said he was coming to LA, and I accidentally offered, and now
accidentally offered.
One of our great friends.
You can stay here. Fuck.
That was me when he stayed over with me. I'm just like, actually, never mind.
Yeah.
He's here. Hey, actually, I changed my mind, dude. You could probably stay somewhere else though, right?
Dude, he pulls up to my house. That was like one of the first things he joked about when he first like came over. Here he was like, what if you just now said, oh, actually, I'm not going to have you over. And then you shooed me away to a hotel.
But he had to pay for it and figure it all out. And you just shut the door.
Yeah.
Pop's like one of the just most chill, nice, normal, funny dudes of all time. He's just so chill.
Yeah, we love Pop. We all love Pop.
We do all love Pop.
Big fans of Pop.
Well, dude, I hope the best for you, and that's fucking awesome. We can talk more about all of this. I want to move on to Cody and ask you, Cody, what your aspirations are, and it's okay if you don't have them, dude. Fucking, I'm 26, James 27, dude, and we don't even know where to nut next.
I know, but sure.
James doesn't know where
Cody.
to nut.
Well, I mean, for me, it all kind of started when I was in like middle school, and I had just like a little camcorder. I just make like stupid YouTube videos and stuff, and I really enjoyed it. Like, and then I kind of fell off a little bit in high school, and then I like stumbled upon like your guys' content, and it was like inspiring, just like the way you guys made things. And obviously, I don't know you guys personally, but your guys' friendship with Steve was also like inspiring, because I was like, maybe someday I'll find people that I connect with like that. So, but now I'm like for future plans, my goal is to study cinema, and just the end goal, I guess, is to be on set working with small projects, big projects, I guess really anything.
Yeah, you just want to be you just want to be around it. You want to be living it. Totally. And that's the best thing you can do. So you're going to where are you going to school right now again?
University of Iowa.
Cool. And so you said you want to move out here soon or after you graduate?
After I graduate. So no. A couple years.
He wants to drop out and then move to LA.
I was going to drop out first, actually.
Don't drop out. Don't drop out, dude. Get your
How's the film program?
Maybe there's a chance. It's pretty decent. There's some like, they have a better writing program, like screenwriting and stuff. Like they have some big writers from here, but the cinema, like it's not bad. I mean, if I had more of a choice, I would have preferred to go to school in California, but
it's okay. Like my biggest takeaway from film school were like the relationships I made, for sure. Like obviously learned cool stuff, but like with the film industry, the most important thing is like the relationships you have and the experience that you get working on set and being around it all. Like that's how you make a career. So everything you're learning right now, like it will all come back, and you know what I mean? Like it'll be in your head. But from my perspective, or like from my experience, I didn't learn anything necessarily that I think, and this might just totally be fucking bullshit because I probably did to an extent, but like I don't feel like I learned anything that directly like made me who I am today. It was all like maybe the environments were created, you know, with like the different classes. Like I took directing classes and stuff that were like really cool and made great friendships with like-minded people that I'm still friends with today. And like we always made stuff together in college, like in those classes. So if anything, like that's the biggest takeaway is like the people that you meet now and like your close group of friends that you have that are also in the program that, you know, you probably have people that like are your go-to people that you work with on projects and stuff like that. Like those things will continue and will stay. And like, you know, after college, everybody goes off in their own direction and their own path and stuff. And then like, for me, it was like right after college, like I got, you know, caught up doing SP7 and stuff. And like all my friends from there were doing all their own thing. And then now like the past year, we've all kind of come back together, all way more experienced, you know, way more like in tune with our each respective like path that we want to do, come together now to be able to like actually make dope shit. So that's like the biggest thing that as far as advice goes, I could give you is like definitely cultivate those relationships because those are going to be like the big ones.
Right on.
Yeah. You're so lucky I gave you that advice.
You're so lucky you gave it that, dude. And what did you learn? And you learned everything. Luigi, tell us a little bit about you and what your aspirations are.
Well, kind of the same thing as Cody there. You know, I grew up like making little movies and things like that, and I had like a close-knit group of friends, you know, like you guys, and that's what drew me to SP7 in the first place. But in college, we kind of separated, went our own ways, and now I've just been trying to kind of focus more on like the writing aspect of it. Like I'm an English major right now, but I'm taking like a bunch of film classes. Like I have 3 film classes this semester. So I'm just hoping one of these days I fucking get my shit together and just write something really good.
You fucking will, dude. You just got to do it. Like James is in that boat. He's writing and writing and fucking writing. And like, you know, tell him a little bit about your writing process, James, and when you weren't writing and wanted to be writing and then got to the point where you were writing. Like those struggles are something that like extends into everything, every entertainment fucking avenue, whatever it is, even outside of that, like wanting to do something, not feeling like you can, and then finally being able to, you know?
Yeah. So where you're at right now, like the most important, I think, thing that you can do is just write things. Like, don't worry about making the best script ever. Like that's probably not going to happen right now. But what you can do is just write something and complete it and be happy with it for what it is, and then move on to the next thing. You know what I mean? Like it's all about kind of like growing that skill so that it's easier for you every next time that you do it. Like the reason, like after SP7, I was like, you know, I'll be a filmmaker someday. I'll be a director, writer, blah, 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 all this one day. And then like, but I didn't do anything to like pursue that necessarily. I had like a 2-year dry spell of like not creatively making anything. Like I made some music and stuff, but like as far as film goes, and that came around and fucking bit me because I realized like oh fuck, like I have to basically rework my entire brain into back like how the fuck am I supposed to write this story? You know what I mean? Like, oh, I have these ideas, but like when it comes to actually writing on, I'm like, there's nothing here. You know what I mean? But
no fucking
just
brain.
this, not a single thing, dude. Hollow up here, bro. But then this past year, like I had opportunities to write more and the time and like mental space to work on my own stuff. And I realized like, oh, that's the only thing that I can do is like, if I want to make something, I have to make it. You know what I mean? Yeah. And like, I just finished this short film that I'm really proud of. Like,
it's so good. It's so fucking good, dude.
And it was like my first script that I wrote and finished in a long time. And so I was like, fuck, like, there it is. They're fucking, broke the seal. Like now I have the
tits
juices
are out.
flowing.
What am I going to do with them?
What am I going to do with them, dude? So that's what it is, man. It's just write stuff, whether it's for classes and projects or just like on your own time, just keep writing, just keep learning. Like that's the best thing you can do right now.
And you got to be confident in yourself too. Like there's an amount, not like it's almost ego, but you can't have ego. You have to just have this like belief in yourself. You know what I mean? That you should just believe in yourself and be so stoked with where you're at, know where you're at, make things that know itself like as much as you possibly can. But like you should feel like I'm going to make it in what I want to do. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when it's going to happen. And I just got to keep fucking climbing the stairs till I get to where I'm at. Like you just got to believe, you have to believe in yourself or else who the fuck else is going to you have to, and your work should feel that way.
James, speaking of your short film, I'm sure a lot of the audience wants to know, are you going to like put that on this channel or on YouTube or anywhere? Like, are we going to be able to see it once you film it?
Yeah. So my plans with it, I do want to do the festival circuit with it. That's kind of like where my focus is going to be as far as like, distribution and getting the word out and getting eyes on it and stuff. I want to do as many festivals as I can with everything that I produce, from now on. So the way it works with festivals is usually, they don't like it when it lives somewhere else online before it's showed at the festival. So like there'll probably be, we're aiming to shoot it in December, probably another month of post-production, and then pre-production. Figure out what we're going to shoot.
We were joking about that earlier. Yeah, probably another month of post-production before.
Yeah, just started post-production.
Decide not to do it.
Coming out tomorrow.
Yeah, it's coming out tomorrow, but we haven't even written it yet. So, then probably depending on what festivals are going on around that time or what festivals we have our eyes on that we want to submit to. There'll be, a period of time where we don't put it on YouTube or anything until we do those festivals. And then afterwards, it'll definitely go, probably on a new YouTube channel. Just because the way I see it is like, I'm starting my own production company and I want that to start building and start developing. And like, I want all of my work from like now on to be associated with that production company. So it'll probably go on a new channel. I mean, fuck it. When you think about like the timeline of it, it's kind of a bummer because like when at least for me, like when I make something, I want to put it out for people to see, cause like in my head, it's like, this is done. Let me put it out there and then move on to the next thing. But like when it's in this limbo of like, it's finished and like, yeah, we're doing festivals and that's awesome. Like that's the goal. You want to get eyes on it, get potential funding, like for something bigger, but then like, it's still just like something that you're talking about, as far as like sharing your work. And I don't know. It's just like, it's kind of a weird dynamic, but yeah.
But I mean, people will see it eventually. Just, you have to live in that space of like, before it can just be available. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And there's probably something exciting about that because then you're like, the industry saw it, and now I'm just waiting for everyone else to see it. And you get to just kind of live in that.
Yeah. And that's, I bet, even a bigger bummer when it comes to like features. Like there are, hold on, I'm going to burp. There are so many features. Hold on, I'm going to burp.
Oh, Jesus, man.
Oh.
Disgusting.
God.
Disgusting, man. I can't believe it. Sorry. I'm really sorry guys about that.
So that same situation happens with features sometimes, like Cabin in the Woods. You guys know Cabin in the Woods?
Famous short film Cabin in the Woods.
Have you ever seen The Woods? Have you guys ever seen short film The Woods?
The Tiny Cabin.
Tiny cabin in the cabinet.
Tiny kid, the tiny child inside of the deeper child inside of the well with the ring, and then the girl comes out of the ring and she eats the dog shit.
Yeah, Star Wars.
And she eats the dog shit. But like Cabin in the Woods was filmed in like 2009, and then it didn't get like a theatrical release until 2012. So it was like literally a completed film on the shelf for 3 years. Like that whole dynamic pisses me off, and I hope I never fucking experience that in the future, because at that point, like basically they shot the film and it was like good, but it just wasn't like, there were other things that they wanted to distribute, and Chris Hemsworth was in it, but it was before like Thor and all that, so he wasn't like a huge name. And then Avengers came out in 2012, so they were like, fucking put this movie out because Chris Hemsworth in it, it'll do great. And it's a great movie.
But also, James, if you like sold your film, you'd be like, I want people to see it, but I just get so much money, I didn't give a shit.
Yeah,
I'm moving to LA. At the same time, you're just gonna be so
to LA,
stoked.
baby. Yeah, I mean that would be cool too. That's the goal, because like with this short film, I do want to eventually develop it into a feature, and that's the goal. Is like get somebody to be like, hey, this is good. We'll give you fucking funding for it, and I'll be like, thank you. Pay me up front.
Right.
Pay me up
And
front
they go,
before I make it.
that's not how this works, man. You've never done this.
I haven't. Pay me up
So
front.
we won't.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay then.
I'll be back.
Where do we go from here?
We don't. See you later.
All right. Fuck.
Good night.
Did I fuck that? Fuck. Did I fuck that?
You say that to them. Did I fuck that? I thought I was supposed to be confident. You came off like an asshole. I'm sorry.
All right. I'm so sorry.
At the end of the pitch,
Crying.
did I fuck that?
So here's the pitch.
There
This
you
is the movie. I need $1 million.
Did I
Did I
fuck
just
that?
fuck that?
Did I fuck that?
Fucking
But yeah,
love it.
man. That's the plan for the next several months. Also have a few other shorts that I'm developing and that I'll eventually write, and hopefully kind of definitely have some overlap as far as like when things are in production, when they're in pre-production, and like that's the goal. I mean, I'd like to be fucking producing a short film every 3 months, you know? And
Yeah.
like I feel like 2022 is my year, baby.
Me too.
yeah.
I think it's your
Hell
year. Dude, and James and I are gonna make a music video for my next single. It's coming out soon. So we
Nice.
gotta fucking have a meeting about that like today if you can, James.
Yeah, sure.
Because we gotta shoot it like let's shoot it like in a week from now. You know what I mean? 2 weeks from now, kind of deal. Like, I'm fucking
Maybe.
ready, dude.
I'm pretty busy for the next, like we'll talk about it. I got a lot
We'll
on my
see
plate
then. We'll
right
see.
now,
Yeah, I can easily replace you with another director, someone who's hungry and wants to do it. So, you know,
Someone's hungry who already ate breakfast.
someone who ate
yeah,
breakfast
who's
is
still hungry for some reason.
It's completely got a fucking hunger problem. You know, it's something.
A
that they're
hunger
dealing-
problem.
Something they're dealing with.
It's got the hunger.
The taste for blood. I
Well,
love it. Whoa. What time are we at, James?
we're at an hour 8.
Do we have anything else that you guys would like to chat about? We could open this up to be something that if you guys have any questions for us or something like that. Otherwise, you know, off with your heads. We'll never see you again.
Right on.
I'm just kidding.
He's not kidding.
No, I know.
I'm not kidding at all. No, we just fucking. This is a very
Understandable.
serious moment. No. Of course not. Of course not. We'll always be in your lives. Your fairy godparents.
Your fairy godparents.
When
I
you're
just-
about to be.
Sorry,
Go ahead,
I
go
just
ahead,
want
you're
to
good.
say I also have been enjoying your music, Clay, and
Oh,
I
you're
think
sweet. Thank you, bro.
I think it's gonna be big. I really
You're a
do.
hero.
I think it's
Thank
like
you.
I'll hear like music, and I'm like, this sounds like I'll hear your music, and I'm like, this should be on the radio. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You're
Like,
sweet,
so
bro. You're sweet.
I
I can't
just-
wait for you to hear the next one,
I
dude.
think, yeah, I'm stoked, and I think both of you guys are doing some good things, and you know, someday I would be honored if I got to work alongside one of you.
Bro,
Yeah,
I look
bro.
forward to that,
It's-
man. Yeah.
It's big industries, but I mean, who knows?
It is, but it's
Right.
also a small world, bro. It's a fucking small world, man.
Yep.
We've met a lot of like creatives who were, you know, fans of SP7 who became friends and collaborators. We actually had this gentleman by the name of Michael Tellup who watched SP7 and was a fantastic genie who I think reached out to James for something. And then he ended up working with James on some of James's music videos. And then we had him work on our music video. And now he's a go-to guy to work with and a fantastic creative. So like
Nice.
it's absolutely a small world, much smaller than you think. Like
Yeah,
we're
man.
here right now, boys. Look at us. Cheers.
Awesome.
Yeah, man.
cheers.
Finish up
yeah,
school.
you know?
Fucking finish up school. When you get out to LA, look us up in the phone book.
We'll do.
Yellow
They don't make
Pages.
those anymore, but you should find, you know, the last one they released and
Pay for them?
pay
Yeah, go to the nearest
They
payphone.
just released
There's one.
payphones.
There's one in all of LA.
I'll be sitting at the top of a building with a sniper.
Payphone.
It's phone booth.
And I execute you.
And I execrate you.
Well, boys, thank you so much.
Wait, did anyone else have anything to say?
This isn't class, James. They're not in class. So they don't want to be in class right now.
I just want to say thank you guys for having me on.
Seriously,
bro.
thank you.
I didn't think when I submitted that dumbass Luigi video, you guys would actually pick it.
I loved it, dude. We fucking love that shit.
And that's why we picked it, man. We could see past the bit and be like, he did this just for the sake of doing it, to have fun.
I actually had no idea you guys were going to listen and watch the applications on the podcast. So I was like, it's like doing a genuine, and then I
dude, he was sitting there naked in his fucking.
So I was like,
in his diaper.
Podcast. Then I heard like, oh, let's go to the next one. Then I heard my voice. I'm like, what the fuck? But yeah.
Well, boys, thank you for applying. Thank you for being here. Thank you for talking with us. I wish the best for you guys, and I hope that we work together in some capacity in the future as well.
Yeah, absolutely. You guys ever need any like fucking advice or have questions about like film shit or like anything just like industry wise, like feel free to reach out. You know, or whatever.
Yeah, and this has been
follow me on Instagram, maybe.
Of course, yes. Shouts out, boys, where they can find you.
Yeah. I mean, I could just put it in the chat unless you want me to say it.
No, say it out loud. Say it out loud.
Okay, it's just Cody Biscuit with 2 T's.
Cody Biscuit, 5 T's. Yeah. Walker, where can they find you?
7 W's.
You can find me on Twitch, twitch.tv/StinkBoyWalker. And on Twitter under the same name. I think I stream on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, so you can probably most likely catch me then.
Love it. Yeah. Luigi?
You can find me in Super Mario Brothers.
Yeah. Well, I'm a new game, Super Mario Bros. On the eShop right now. No, I'm just kidding. You guys can find me on YouTube. Luigi is best. Subscribe.
That's amazing.
Let's go, dude. That's it.
It's catching on.
Best, bro.
Lib. All right. Lib for short, dude.
AZN Peach XXX.
Lib. All right, gang. We love you guys. Thank you for being here. And we'll see you dumb sacks of fucking nut. We'll see you next week.